I offered to help my spoiled sister. Now the other one is mad at me.
You can't have favoritism with your sisters.
Not fair.
No more baby talk.
Talking is back.
We passed the
No.
baby talk.
Sorry.
No.
PTSD. I, 26, am the older brother of two sisters, Maya, 19, and Tia, 21. Our parents are complete a-holes, and Maya was their golden child, and honestly, a complete and utter spoiled B. B or itch? B, or do I say itch? Sorry.
Itch. I don't know. Either work. I
Chat,
kinda
what do you like?
itch.
Out of respect, I'll say B for Sophia. I get that's harsh to say about a kid, but she was. By the way, this comes from Throwaway 80 on the r/OK Storytime subreddit. She got special treatment and would always get away with everything. Our parents basically encouraged it, despite basically leaving me to raise my sisters so they could go enjoy themselves. When I was 18, Tia was 13, and Maya was 11, I moved out. I stayed in contact with Tia, though I quickly gave up on trying to connect with Maya, honestly. Our parents and Maya were absolutely horrible to Tia while I was gone. So when she was 18, Tia moved out and she stayed with me. I've made her get some therapy and done my best to be a good brother, and she's managed to be a lot happier since. Though after that, I basically didn't see our parents or Maya. However, last November, Maya randomly reached out to us. Tia just ignored it, but Maya is still my little sister, so I gave her a chance. In the time without us, she really missed us and realized how spoiled and cruel she was. Okay.
Progress? Question mark?
Are we about to 180 here?
I don't know. Are we?
I don't know.
Let's see.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I am doubtful, but she did. The first step of progressing as a person is admitting your wrongs.
Exactly. First step is awareness.
Apparently, part of how she treated Tia was jealousy of how I was so close with her, but not Maya. Though it obviously doesn't justify it. She had felt guilty for a while, but was scared to reach out in case we'd reject her. She felt really sincere and was really apologetic and seemed ashamed. I forgave her, and we started talking a lot. I became close to Maya really quickly. We get along great now, and we're actually pretty similar. Or is she mirroring?
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, someone read a therapy book and got some new terms. Yeah.
All right.
Don't look at me like that.
Unfortunately, Tia refuses to forgive her or even respond. I think she's being a little unfair, but I understand how she feels. From talking, I noticed that Maya seems to be having a hard time at home. She wasn't going to say anything, but ended up spilling when I pressed on her. Our parents basically turned on her the moment we left. She wasn't the gold child anymore and had to suffer from our parents' BS. Honestly, I'm ashamed to admit, but I never considered how our parents would treat her with us gone. With how horrible our parents are, I wanted to ask her to move in with me. Now, I want to make it clear, I'm the renter. The rental agreement and bills and everything are all under my name. Tia contributes, but since she's still in university and my little sister is much less and unofficial, when I brought up the idea, Tia was furious. She rejected it. I tried to compromise and talk, but it went nowhere. So, in the end, I told Tia I'm offering and that she can be civil or I can help her move somewhere else. Maya accepted, coming to stay next week, and Tia is pissed and feels I'm choosing the golden child over her. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Because time and time again, Tia's, whatever Tia wanted was dismissed over and over and over.
Right. Dang.
Two things here. One, I feel like Tia needs an apology from Maya, or at least get on the same page like OP did with Maya. Two, is Maya playing a little game here?
Ooh.
Is she trying to get in so she can... What's the bird that like plants her baby egg into the nest of the other ones and then pushes out the other babies?
That's a thing?
That's a thing.
Oh, that's a thing. I think a couple birds do that, actually.
Yeah.
I think conversations always help, right?
Yeah.
I mean, talking about it somehow, trying to come up with like a solution altogether that everyone would be happy about, that's always like a great option. But I don't know. It's just a tough situation.
But I'm not. Maya is suffering and I want to help. She's a different person now. I understand Tia's hurt and I get her anger, but Maya also needs me right now. Tia is angry and her friends think it was an a-hole move, but Maya is my sister and I don't think it's wrong to help her. I helped Tina back then too. Edit. I went to sleep with post stopping and didn't expect to wake up to all this. There were so many, so I wasn't sure how to respond to everyone, so I just left it. Read and thought through it a while. Here are a few things to clear up. Maya isn't lying about this. I know my parents and Maya didn't even want to tell me about her issues at home. There there is basically no chance at all. There is basically no chance it's a lie, and she has tried and tried to talk to and apologize to Tia. Tia just won't let her.
Dang.
I know what she did in the past was horrible, but she isn't just manipulating me to hurt Tia. Maya genuinely hated how she was and just wants to live somewhere else and be safe, happy, and loved. I get it wasn't enough, but the timeline was admittedly poorly written. We started discussing it last month. She knew this decision for a couple of weeks, while I now see it as misguided and cruel. It wasn't just a week. I don't know if it's appropriate to go into depth, but Maya's acts against Tia were verbal and psychological.
Dang.
It was disgusting, and I don't know how deeply it hurt Tia. Our parents were mostly really neglectful, aside from verbal/emotional abuse, and rewarding Maya for being the golden child. Being perfect and cruel meant she would get their love, which neither of us did. Thanks for everyone for their perspectives. I didn't realize how naive I was being in thinking this would work out. I'm going to try to see if friends can take Maya in for now, and maybe if she can get her own place, I'm going to try to be there for them and ask Tia to forgive me for being so short-sighted and stupid. I hope it can eventually work things out, but like people are saying, it might just be a stupid pipe dream. I think the best plan is to help get Maya a cheap flat or something nearby. I'll help out where she needs it. Update. I want to see how this turns out after OP denies Maya staying in their house. I just want to know what happens. Will she freak out and be weird, or will it all be okay because she's going to a different place?
Right. Because like she's had like a change in character a bit. Do you think that would make her just kind of undo all of that work?
Yeah.
And just kind of like go back? But that's hard because I mean I do understand like, you know, Tia's feelings with having like that resentment towards them, and then the whole situation, you know, like that's not really something that would be easy to see. You know, if someone treats you poorly, you don't want to see them succeed, really. Especially if you're not over it.
Yeah, Jealous says they need family therapy. Do you think that would work?
It's worth a shot, honestly. Because, I mean, you know, if they had a rough childhood and they had rough parents, then they definitely weren't taught, well, maybe not definitely, but they most likely, you know, didn't learn very good, like, emotional skills and, like, coping skills for that stuff and communication, you know? So that would make sense that a lot of this stuff is still built up and that resentment is still, like, held pretty firmly, you know?
Yeah.
So I think some kind of therapy would help, whether it's, you know, single one-on-one or if it's family. You know?
I agree. Yeah. I posted this last year trying to help my golden child sister Maya at the expense of my other sister Tia. I didn't expect so many responses or the hate I got, though I realized how badly I effed up. While I still think how people wrote about Maya was disgusting and unfair, how I treated Tia was cruel and ignorant. I was trying to help everyone and be practical, but I neglected it to properly consider the emotional side. While unintentionally, I was just ignoring Tia's pain and trauma. The responses were a wake-up call, and I realized I was going to ruin everything. While it wasn't meant that way, it would just hurt Tia and ruin our relationship. I managed to convince some of friends to let Maya stay with them and looked for a place. Currently, Tia still lives with me while I found a cheap one-bedroom for Maya. It's been rough financially, but I managed to get everything my sisters need. A few sacrifices don't matter compared to them. Maya helped adjusting and learning to be independent, so I did have to focus on her initially. But Tia absolutely hated me for giving her any attention, and it was extremely difficult at first. But it got a lot better as Maya adjusted and grew more independent, and I could balance my time better. It was not perfect, but we've gotten into rhythm the best way we can. Maya has grown up a lot and can mostly live by herself now, though I obviously still help. Therapy has really helped her. She's made a lot of friends at university.
Oh, good.
All right.
That's great.
I love these updates.
We love therapy.
Dude,
Yay.
yes. While she still wants Tia's forgiveness, she's accepted it's not her control and try not to focus on her living and is focused on her living and improving herself. I'm really happy she's free of our parents' influence. She's nothing like she used to be, though I do wish I had tried harder when she was younger rather than giving up. Tia isn't completely happy. I don't think she'll ever forgive Maya, and I've done my best to make it clear I love her, and Maya isn't my favorite, but it's been hard. We get joint therapy that helps a lot, but she still wishes it was just us. She's finally able to understand that helping Maya isn't rejecting her. I'm so thankful and lucky Tia could forgive me. She means the world to me. I never intended to hurt her, though I clearly completely effed up my approach. We basically just avoid the Maya situation and have managed to get back to normal. She's such a strong woman. I'm honestly so proud of her and so ashamed of how short-sighted I was. And you don't have to be short-sighted because you can listen to stories just like this on your favorite podcast platform. Just search up OK Storytime wherever you get your podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever. Look it up. We have plenty of stories.
There you go.
Yeah, dude, therapy's great.
Yes.
I know everyone's kind of weird about forgiveness, but I hope that, like, I don't know what Maya did to Tia, but I hope that one day Tia can, like, maybe not be friends with her, but just forgive Maya. They don't have to talk. They don't have to be buddies, but that she can just forgive her and just so she doesn't have this weight on her.
Yeah.
I hope that one day.
Yeah, get rid of all the hate and the anger and just let it go.
Yeah, it is tough. I mean, I don't know what happened, but dang.
Yeah.
But Tia, I'm just glad the sisters are out of the house. I think that's it.
Yeah. That's good. And therapy's always great too. I love the therapy updates. Like
yeah, me too. Me too.
It's such a sigh of relief because it's like,
oh yeah,
Reddit can only do so much, you know. So
yeah, as selfish as it is, a part of me will always wish Tia could forgive her, but I know that's impossible and selfish. I don't think Tia will ever fully accept that Maya is a part of my life. The most I'll get is Tia and Maya being in one building or my wedding, but honestly, that's enough for me. They're both victims of our parents, and I'm just glad they can both be happy and free. While it's not a fairy tale ending, everything is going well. And I'm glad I posted and I was able to fix my horrible mistake.
that's good.
Yep.
That's good.
And that's it. No more there.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, no, that is incredible. Dude, good for you. I mean, you
Yes.
sacrificed a lot to get your sisters out of there, and
Absolutely.
good for you, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, and that's a lot of weight to put on yourself too. So it's
yeah.
you know, have some forgiveness with yourself of like, you know, making mistakes here and there because like you're a victim of the parents too, right? Like you know, you're not their parent. So but yeah, good on you, OP. I think you handled that really well.
Yeah.
Really well. You saw your mistakes, you apologized for them and worked through it, and you're doing everything that you can.